folks, here we are. I'm going to try to put in a set. I'm not sure how this wind is going to affect this this video here, but what I'm going to do is, last year a few people were asking me about a set that I was taught to by Ed Snyder, and he learned it from Jim Beavers out of Oklahoma, I think he is. So it's called the Yucca Set, and I used it with pretty good success last year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to put one here, and I'm going to attempt to put another one right here. And if anybody's ever seen these yucca bushes, I mean, they got sharp points on them. I mean, they're really sharp. So what you do is you take and you bed your trap here, and you're going to put your bait hole up against the yucca plant there, and you know the coyotes aren't going to come in here because they get pricked. So the only way for them to work your set, they're not going to work it from the back because they're going to get stuck by the spines that are on these yucca trees, yucca plants. So you bed your trap here. He's forced to work the set. If he wants that bait, he's got to work it from this direction here. So I'll put this set in like I normally would for coyotes, and I will show you the finished set here. Okay, so here we are. We got our trap bed dug out somewhat. I'll have to adjust it a little bit. I'm taking this trap here that I pulled from another location. It's caught animals. I mean, it's got other animals' odors on it. Here in Kansas, odor doesn't really matter too much. So I'm going to stake, again, no matter where I am, I always stake outside the bed. So I'm going out back here, drive this in. I don't know if anybody else has had problems with these bullets, but I went from wolf fangs to bullets, and the bullets have been actually punching right through. So when I put my trap in, put the dog at 9, and the levers at 12 and 6. I want a kind of a deep trap bed. If nobody's used one of these yet, try it out. It works really well. So there we go. Alright, so we got that trap bedded in there. That's solid. I'm just going to take it, pack around it a little bit. I don't pack inside the jaws like I said before. The ground here is still a little wet. Throw the debris over there to hide my chain that I have out. Got that there. Like I said, he's not going to work it from the side or the back because they've been hit with these a few times, I would imagine, while they're around. So then, take my driver. Punch a hole in there. Put my stuff back away. Put my stuff back away, take my gloves off. Now I'm going to bait this. Try a little bit of this. Put that in there. I like to put it just a little bit, just enough to give him an odor. to smell. These coyotes are running up and down this 2-track anyway, so I'm not going to really put any call lure or anything because they're just naturally going up and through here. So I will take and turn this camera around so you can see what this set looks like finished. I'm going to actually put the other one in real quick, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here we go. We got another yucca bush. I'm going to clear out a little bit here. Even though they're coming down this trail, you still want to give them kind of a presentation. Give them something to look at. So, like I said, if you touch these, they hurt. So, okay. With that said, what I like to do first on my here is, get my trap bed where I want it. Set that aside because I'll use it to cover my stake here a little bit. Like I said, the ground's still a little wet. I'm moving traps because areas have died out. There's still coyotes here, but they're just not going to catch them all. This farmer here asked me to come in because he had them coming up into his backyard and everything. So, and I happened to see this yucca bush here, and I'm like, well, I'm not quite down at the end of the bottom of my line yet, but figured I'd do a video real quick. This here is a Duke 650. They work great for coyotes out here. Need to bend a little bit deeper. But what I like about these Duke 650s is when I go home in the spring, run my spring beaver line, pull these out, put them back to use, and then store them away again for next year. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to put my hole right here. I'm going to drive it in real quick while I got it out. Sometimes you can punch it in, but even on my dirt holes or punch holes, I want that hole to be small. I don't want it to be big because then you can work it from here. The smaller the hole, the closer he has to be to my trap. So, sit this dirt over it. Again, I don't use a pan cover. Smooth this out a little bit. I'm creating a depression there where my trap man is. There you have it. Throw that there. That's the finished set. Got my low spot that I like. Coyotes aren't going to work it from here, from the back or the side because of these. Now, if you can feel these are like really pointed edges, so they're cautious when they work the set, that's for sure. And here's another one that I'm using. It's another kind of a bait that I made up while I was out here a little bit that I've been testing. I put my regular in the other one, and I put this one here in this one here. So we'll see how they pan out. But that there's a finished set. So come back out of here. We'll get this here. So again, there's the finished set there. Same thing, coyote's walking down. He sees this, he's not gonna work it from any other direction but right there. You know, so hopefully tomorrow, in a couple days, on my daily, where I try to post daily trap line pics, maybe we'll see a coyote or two here. Be nice to see a double. But this here is the Yucca Set. I hope it was explained. This is my version, I should say.